In this breaking story, a top admiral just quit, dropping a brutal bombshell on Donald Trump. That's right, Donald Trump's scandals are so ridiculous and out of control. Now, time and time again, top officials are quitting. Whether you want to call him dozing Don, dementia Don, it doesn't really matter. Trump has either forgotten or he's just asleep when it comes to the issue of the economy.
Okay, what the president and the White House are saying is wrong. We'll show you the consumer price index from September, the last month we have data for, because, you know, there's sort of a mess with the data because of the whole shutdown thing, and then they keep saying stuff isn't coming out. Prices were 3% higher than they were a year before, and the inflation rate has actually increased year over year for 5 consecutive months. And just to zoom out a bit, right, the reason that all of this is such gaslighting is the reality is that, you know, the reason consumer confidence numbers are so bad is this: since COVID, grocery prices are up nearly 30%.
And to make matters worse, Trump is hemorrhaging support even from his own loyal fan base.
Okay, you know what, Donald Trump, I'm going to borrow a quote from my favorite Rocky film, Rocky IV. He's not a machine. He's not a machine. He's a man. He's a man. And what are we talking about here? Strongly approve of Donald Trump. Okay, this is 2024 Trump voters. In March, it was 66%. Look at where we are now. It's just 50% of 2024 Trump voters strongly approve of him. Look, Trump voters still like Donald Trump, but they don't love him as much. And that means there's a permission structure to actually go against him. And that is exactly what you saw in Indiana. As I said, he's not a machine. He's not a machine. He's a man. You can go against him, as exactly they did in Indiana.
In Politico, we're supporting that there were threats from the White House to them. Basically, I will break you, to quote Rocky IV, and they must not have believed it.
No, they did not believe it one iota.
All right, so let's talk about redistricting writ large here. Where do things stand right now?
Yeah, okay, where do things stand right now? You know, Donald Trump started these redistricting wars with the idea, hey, this could give us an edge going into the 2026 midterm elections, which normally go against the White House party. You know what? It's basically turned into a nothing burger.
It was overtime. My kids' daycare went up. Can't afford the cost of food. Using credit cards for everyday expenses. No money left after their bills are paid. Pretty much just a whole bunch of financial mess.
We changed presidents at the beginning of the year.
We did.
And the guy who moved into the White House said that he was going to fix it. Several times he said it would be easy.
Absolutely.
Has he fixed it?
Absolutely not. I'm definitely waiting for him to fix it.
Jones is a 3-time Trump voter, but she says he has simply failed to keep his promise to lower the cost of living.
I'm very let down by that. Very, very let down, because I feel like it's only gotten worse.
But now Trump's White House is scrambling as a top admiral just quit. Take a look at this. Trump's White House is scrambling as a growing foreign policy scandal just triggered a stunning resignation at the very top of the U.S. military chain of command. The U.S. admiral overseeing all American military forces in Latin America has stepped down 2 years early, right as tensions with Venezuela are exploding. Admiral Alvin Halsey, the head of U.S. Southern Command, retired abruptly after the Trump administration seized a Venezuelan oil tanker and launched more than 20 deadly strikes on suspected drug vessels in the Caribbean. Multiple U.S. officials say Halsey was pushed out by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, who has been aggressively expanding military operations in the region. That pressure reportedly intensified just weeks before Halsey's surprise exit. This comes as Trump ramps up a dramatic shift in foreign policy, reviving the Monroe Doctrine and treating Latin America as a direct U.S. sphere of influence. The administration has sent warships into the Caribbean, deployed an aircraft carrier strike group, and escalated pressure on Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Critics warn this approach is reckless and destabilizing. Trump's actions are now under intense scrutiny, especially after reports that U.S. forces may have violated laws of war during recent strikes. With another top military leader gone and tensions rising fast in Venezuela, this resignation is not routine. It is a red flag that Trump's aggressive strategy is already blowing back inside his own administration. Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to Occupy Democrats so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.